What's going on, BTS Army, and welcome back to the channel. You got Harris, you got Justin, and now we officially start the BTS train, BTS road. Hope everyone enjoyed. I mean, I know I say hope everyone enjoyed, but I know a lot of people enjoyed. Like, that was a lot of people who showed up for the guide video. So where we're gonna take this, I think we need to keep doing more guide videos to fully understand, right, the road to success over here with a group as big as this, right? So I saw comments saying that there is a documentary on Disney Plus as well. I think we probably received a little bit more on this one, so I think this is fan made, I believe. We're gonna be doing the Rise of Bangtan. I guess you want to call it a documentary series or something. The YouTube made one. This is episode 1.
Yep, like Harris said, this is what we're going to be starting with. And I guess before we start, also Happy New Year and hello to all the new ARMY that have come and joined. Happy to have you, and hopefully we can go on. Well, all of you are already on this journey. We're just trying to start and kind of see how amazing each of these individual members are. And we're going to start with this and then see where it goes from here, because 2024, the start of it is the start of BTS for us anyway.
Yes.
We'll also kind of throw some songs in as well, so you can drop song recommendations below for where you want us to start. We've already seen a bunch of them, so we'll kind of have like some thrown in here and there along with this, because this is pretty long, right, as we're going through it. And
it's like 20 episodes or something.
Yeah, so we'll try to have a few a week until it gets complete, like I said, with some songs. So and then we'll kind of see where we go from there. But yeah, excited to continue to learn and get on this journey, because a lot of you came out and showed how much you love these guys.
Of course, yeah. It's obviously they've been around for 10 years, right? So naturally, there's going to be a lot of content. So I guess we're gonna see the full road in detail before there's like an updated version of this. I'm sure, right? So yeah, this is the Rise of Bangtan. If you are an ARMY, be sure you hit the like on this video, subscribe if you want to follow the journey, and if you like K-dramas and stuff, we have a Patreon where we have the full episodes of K-dramas, and you can see shows and movies that have not made it to YouTube yet. So it is in the description box down below if you want to join. And with that, let's get right into episode 1 here. They even say turn on the captions, which I did. An ARMY edit. Okay.
Yo, the ARMY really showed out.
The
with all
ARMY
these
is
fan-made stuff.
Woo. They be stepping up.
Oh, it's our guy. I can't find my notes.
RM?
2013년
Yes.
2월 10일 웹몬스터의 일기. 새로운 한 해가 밝았다. 방피디님이 어제 나에게 말씀을 해주심으로써 뭔가 구체화된 것 같다. 그리고 집에 가서 혼자 자기 전에 앉아서 많은 생각들을 했다. 뭔가 정말 각성하고 포텐셜을 한번
God damn.
I know it is crazy when you see it.
인생을 마음먹은 대로 살되 마음대로는 살지 않겠다. 그렇게
I like that. Life is what you make it.
올해는 정말 나의 해로 만들고 싶다는 생각입니다. 그래서
Hey, let's all make 2024 our years, right? 2024.
True.
웹몬스터일지.
That was January 7th, 2013.
Yep. And look at that.
Woo!
This whole phenomenon around Korean entertainment is interesting because people are adopting it as a lifestyle.
K-pop is Korean pop, and the thing that is just most remarkable about it is that it really is the all-in-one package. K-dramas, your K-food, the K-beauty, it really rolls into one, and you start slowly but surely kind of getting into
I mean, God, that was us.
Culture.
That's us, man.
Biggest
Yeah.
K-pop market, $3.4 billion.
God.
They can sell out shows really quickly. We're talking about arena shows that can sell out in about 2 hours.
Crazy.
Hopefully
Pause
they'll-
it for a sec.
Really
Oh.
diverse.
Yeah.
I just want to say before we go on, like, I understand that it's like, I'm starting to feel this way too, that like K-pop, I understand it's a genre, but it's more than just like K-pop, right? The music is, I think, something that it's just music, right? And I think that's something, I don't know if other people feel this way, but I watching all these guides now started to make me feel this way. Like, it's more than just K-pop, right? It's music at the end of the day, right? And it affects people the same way as any other music is. So like, I think just calling it like K-pop is, in my opinion, knocking it down. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel like it takes away a little bit when you just call it like K-pop. I feel like it's more than that. It's music, right? At the end of the day, but
if you want to look at it more deeply, then I'd probably agree with you. Yeah.
But I guess just like the surface level, like with the way that
on the surface level, yeah, I feel like if you said that to someone like who is kind of like ignorant, right? They're not going to really like.
Not true.
View it. So you have to find like the I don't like to use this, but you have to find a quote unquote term to kind of like describe something, right? That a collective can actually like understand, because there's obviously some people who don't really appreciate things to the fullest. But yeah, I mean, I definitely agree, right? This is definitely something that's bigger than it's larger than we see it on a surface level. It's like it has changed the world, but it's a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle, and it is music / TV / entertainment at the end of the day. So
yeah, true.
Yeah,
just wanted to say that.
Audience who are so enthusiastic.
Psy's Gangnam Style was the one that put it, on the world's radar. But, Psy isn't even necessarily the archetype K-pop.
No, he's not. I wouldn't say.
Stars are born. K-pop stars, however, are not born. They are made.
Yeah, all that work they put in.
After the Korean War in 1953, Koreans finally achieved true democracy in 1987.
That's true. Like, they're relatively like young country in terms of
and this led to
just a lot of things, right?
Of a new generation of teenagers that were focused not on the collective goal or ideal, but individualism and uniqueness. However, the music industry failed to recognize this completely different consumer base.
South Koreans became familiar with Western pop culture.
Is that Michael Jackson?
Developed with phonographs and radio stations. South Korean pop music, on the other hand, developed with the television. What we know as K-pop now really started in the early 90s.
But then came Sataji and Boys,
who combined Korea's pop
so they're the
with
first.
The Western influences of rap, rock, techno, and R&B, and started the craze that we know today.
This is what the teens were exactly craving for. It was like showing a light bulb to people living on kerosene lamps.
Basically bringing the modern century.
Education, the Tupac of K-pop.
Sataji and Boys disbanded after just 4 years. Sataji changed the way Korean music and Korean society.
So they're like the godfathers.
Now corporates see money in K-pop and idol businesses.
But what is the process behind generating South Korea's idols?
행사라던가 그 학교 로드 캐스팅, 뭐 백화점, 뭐 어디든지 가서 그 인재를 발굴하는 그런 캐스팅 과정을 거쳐서요. 20-30명 정도의 그 좋은
Damn, this market is so competitive.
It is.
한 6개월에서 4-5년 정도 길게는 그렇게 트레이닝을 하게 되죠.
Apprentices are here from 1 to 10 p.m. for 4 hours of lessons and 5 hours of practice. If they go to school, they have to be here from 6 to 10.
And then they gotta wake up the next day for school? What?
Dance class, house class, rap class, acting class, and language class. I received this.
Where's kid class? Like, where's the time to be a kid?
Morning to nighttime.
What is it about Korea that is making this entertainment that doesn't just work domestically, but internationally?
K-팝의 가장 큰 매력이
Super Junior.
멜로디가 있다. 강렬한 퍼포먼스가 같이 이게 조합되는 게 굉장히 큰 시너지를 준다고.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. They're powerful performances.
그런 서양의 느낌도 갖고 있으면서.
Anyone who's ever seen a K-pop video would know everyone just seems like these gods and goddesses of pop.
It's good presentation.
Very thin. They're almost like untouchable. I think that's where the passion comes from too. They're just so high above you that you can't help but completely worship them.
한류 그 다음에 그런 아이콘, 새로운 문화 아이콘은 저희 때부터 시작을 할 것 같아요.
Yep.
시작을 했고요.
Making their US TV debut, make some noise for BTS.
And they definitely did transcend.
정말 이제 미국까지 완전 진출하는
C1 was right, bro.
The K-pop band at the UN General Assembly.
Wow.
BTS becoming the first Korean artist to headline Wembley Stadium.
And somebody in that comment said they did this 3 times. That was a good little prologue.
Yeah, we are bulletproof. Shout out to Subway.
Apparently very popular in Korea.
Sponsor us.
I don't know if I want to be sponsored by Subway.
Sponsor us.
Hey yo, Hitman Bang introduces Hit It, the second audition. 프로듀서 방시혁이고요. 2011년 Hit It
He's the producer, bro.
힙합 오디션 두 번째 기회로 여러분을 찾아왔습니다. 제가 힙합 문화를 이끌어갈 여러분들을 찾고 있는데요. 2011년 Hit It 오디션 방탄소년단의 멤버가 될 주인공을 기다리고 있습니다. 올해 Hit It 오디션에서는요, 작년과는 다르게 랩, 댄스, 노래까지 다양한 장르에서 배틀 형식으로 이루어질 예정인데요.
Interesting. Like battles, like one up against each other, right?
얼마나 매력적인 분들이 또 얼마나
So
많은
is this why RM was from? Because we knew he was the first.
지금까지 Hitman Bang 방시혁이었습니다. 감사합니다.
빅히트 엔터테인먼트라는 방시혁 씨가 대표인 회사인데
저는 음악을 듣는 사람들에게 울림을 줄 수 있는 컨텐츠를 정말 잘 만들어내는 것에 집착합니다.
In 2013 itself, the number of prospective people that wanted to become K-pop singers reached past 1 million.
Getting into one of those entertainment agencies doesn't guarantee their debut these days.
방탄소년단의 모든 멤버는 지방에서 막 서울로 올라온 어린 학생들이었습니다. 우리 회사도 이른바 주류라고 볼 수는 없었죠. 그러나 한 가지 자신은 있었습니다. 이 빛나는 재능을 가진 친구들과 함께 의미 있는 무언가를 만들어낼 수 있을 것 같다는 확신이었습니다.
You did, buddy. I mean, honestly.
I think what makes K-pop.
Oh, we saw this. Yeah, we saw this in the yeah.
And as a trainee.
안녕하세요.
We all live together, sort of like a boarding school, like a trainee
boot camp. I mean, this is a good way to bond, right? You really bond this way. Like, we've kind of done this ourselves, like doing other things, right? Like mentioned, like the Pokemon card, right? When you go and test and stuff. It's kind of similar. Like you just stay with a group of friends, you just bond. It's different.
여기를 다녔었고 또 이 밑이 바로 연습실이에요. 지하층이. 그래서 저희가 연습실을 항상 다니면서 저희 이모님께서 너무 저를 챙겨주시고 심지어 방학 때는 하루에 2끼를 다 여기 와서 먹었어요.
Damn, good meals though. 강승자. She looks sweet, like a nice grandma taking care of them. Yeah, ate it clean.
This is Rap Monster from BTS, and I'm here for the first English song.
Oh, this is the first English one. Okay.
Yeah.
네, 안녕하세요. 랩몬스터입니다. 20살의 리더고요. 이름처럼 팀에서 랩을 맡고 있습니다. 제가 언더그라운드로 원래 가려고 했었는데 근데 이제 그 기획사 언더그라운드에 유명한 기획사가 있었거든요. 언터처블의 슬리피 선배님이랑 화요비 선배님이 같이 오셨어요. 그래서 저를 보시고 아마 슬리피 선배님이 저를 마음에 들어 하신 건지 연락처를 주시고 가셨습니다.
Oh, okay.
I've been rapping for like since 2007. It's like 7 years. When I came here, it was 2010. It's like 3 years ago. The company told me that you don't need to dance first, but you know it has changed. The project, the whole thing was changing, and I had to dance, you know, to survive.
Oh, so you had to learn.
I don't know how to move my body, you know, like.
Hey, I'm with you, RM.
I'm with you too, brother.
So I was really angry, and I was just stressed
Got
out.
no rhythm.
As time passed by,
I'll break my damn hips.
teachers, they taught me that, they showed me that dancing is a cool thing. I have to go now. Okay, so finish. Dance is cool. Dance is good stuff.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Right, but rapping is cooler. Hip-hop, yeah. Thank you.
2013년 1월
진.
24일 지낼지.
안녕하세요. 방탄소년단의 맏형 진입니다. 나이는 22살이고 팀에서 보컬을 맡고 있습니다.
저 같은 경우는 학교를 등교를 하다가 길거리 캐스팅을.
I remember this actually. It wasn't a thing, right? They just picked him up, I think.
오랜만에 다시 겨울이 온 것 같았고 감기에 걸리지 않으려면 옷을 든든히 입어야겠다고 생각했다. 가족이 주위에서 날 챙겨주지 않으니 내가 챙겨야겠다는 그런 생각을 했다.
Hey, gotta grow up.
2013년 1월 24일 지낼지. 끝.
These are cool. I wonder what they think, like looking back at this stuff now, right? Like seeing how all these fans put these things together.
2013년 2월 8일.
Yeah, there's Jungkook.
방탄의 막내 정국입니다. 나이는 17이고요.
Yeah, he looks so young here. Yeah.
근데 자기가 슈퍼스타 K를 보고 떨어졌는데 오디션에서 명함을 많이 받았다. 그러면서 명함들을 이렇게
지금 시간에 11시 39분 댄스 레슨을 마쳐 왔는데 오늘은 드디어 내가 졸업을 했다.
Damn.
기분이 엄청 좋을 줄 알았는데 막상 졸업을 해보니 기분이 그렇게 썩 좋진 않다.
Was he scared? Like, what's to come, or?
막내 졸업식에 진영이랑 나랑 슈가 형이랑 같이 갔는데 약간은 의젓해지지 않을까 하는 기대도 가져본다.
Yo, I really like those diaries. They feel very authentic.
시민입니다. 나이는 19이고요. 팀에서 춤과 보컬을 맡고 있습니다. 부산에 있을 때 부산 예고에 다닐 때는 제가 무용을
Oh, he's the interpretive dancer, right? Jim and yeah.
그때부터 항상 춤을 춰왔기 때문에
랩몬스터 형이랑 슈가 형이랑 작업 때문에 일찍 못 내려가는 건 되게 안타깝게 생각하고 있는데 얼른 끝내고 푹 쉬러 갔으면 좋겠고 나도 이제 쉬러 갑니다.
평가 끝나고 점수 같은 거 나와요. 누가 A고 누가 B고 누가 C고
오늘의 할당 몸무게가 있어요. 몇 그램
A weight quota?
wow.
하루에 무조건 빼야 귀가를 할 수 있는.
Damn.
못 빼면 뺄 때까지 하다 가야 돼요. 근데 그러고 나서
So they got weight every month, basically. Like, oh yeah.
진짜로 잘라버리는 거야.
Damn. Oh, it's stretching. Yep. Okay.
두 명 정도는 있어야 얘네들이 자극을 받고 더 노력을 하지 않을까.
I mean, it's cutthroat.
같이 연습하다가 갑자기 울고 있어요. 너 왜?
Oh, so I know Somi.
I've heard of her, yeah.
너무 많아요.
Used to be part of the same group as Sejong. IOI.
그런 식으로 이렇게 뭐 이건 데뷔는 없다. 뭐 앞으로 앨범은 없다. 이렇게 아니면 뭐 누구 나가라. 이렇게 되는 경우가 많죠.
경쟁, so 경쟁. Everything was 경쟁 that time.
연습생들끼리 엄청 경쟁이 심하대요. 데뷔를 하려고.
I remember having to send a good friend of mine home every month because they got eliminated from the test. Like it's really harsh.
It wasn't
I mean,
a very
it is, yeah.
happy vibe.
Dude, I haven't heard her voice in a long time. It took me back for a
That's
second.
what it is. I have to do it. That's what I want. If I want to chase my dreams, that's what I have to do.
The K-pop industry
Yeah,
has faced
I mean,
criticism
it's not supposed to
of
be
handling
easy, right? If it was
trainees.
easy, everybody would do it. Like,
Still,
unfortunately, it's gonna be hard.
remains a huge draw for many.
Whoa!
You read the news back home, and there's all the sorts of fear around K-pop and how it's treating the idols badly. But we do the same with football academies.
Yeah, exactly. It's like all sports.
Yeah, it's everything.
You have to start kids young because that's how you develop the muscle memory. Is it any different to what we do? I don't know.
It's unfortunate. It's not for everybody, obviously, but
Not even just K-pop, right? Like Japan as well, like the idols scene there and stuff. And then every other sport.
Okay, all right, Jungkook.
2월 14일 제이홉의 첫
J-Hope.
해피 발렌타인데이.
네, 안녕하세요. 제이홉입니다. 나이는 20살이고요. 팀에서 랩, 춤, 노래를 담당하고 있고 이름처럼 희망적인 존재입니다.
Hopeful existence. Okay.
막 이제 서울 올라와가지고 아무것도 모르고 기살기로 서바이벌 그런 오디션을 생활을 겪으면서 그렇게 지내고
지금까지 쳐왔던 춤을 더 프로답고 더 멋있게 잘 추고 싶다. 이 두 가지 목표를 꼭 이뤄서 방탄이 데뷔할 때 대중분들께나 팬분들께
They put a lot of pressure on themselves, as we can see RM staying up late at night with Suga, and then
제이홉의 첫 로그.
That's what we call dedication.
Yeah, I respect it.
준비 단계에서 좀 위기가 많이 있었어요. 방탄소년단으로 합류하기까지 위기가 많이 있었는데 그때마다 정말 놀라울 정도의 그 발전들을 미션들을 이제 다 클리어해 오더라고요.
연습 시간을 강제하지도 않았고 생활을 통제하지도 않았습니다. 모든 것에 자유를 주고 멤버들이 자발적으로 참여할 수 있게 했습니다. 그들에게 딱 한 가지만을 요구했습니다. 방탄소년단의 음악은 방탄소년단
Like be yourself. I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna write the music.
2013년 3월 5일 슈가의 로그.
약자를 약하게 만들고 강자를 강하게 만들었지. 강자니까 약한 자 당연히 그렇게 당하게 만들었지.
안녕하세요, 슈가입니다. 나이는 21살이고요. 팀에서 랩을 맡고 있습니다.
Yeah, from the doc, Suga was the one who put a lot of his emotion into the lyrics, if I remember right, talking about all the people who look down on him and stuff.
회사에 들어오게 됐습니다. 그리고 연습생이 되었죠.
일주일 넘게 지금 타이틀곡 작업을 하느라 약간 강행군을 하고 있는데 나의 인내심의 한계를 느끼고 있다.
Sometimes you get writer's block, yeah.
Yeah.
어쩔 수 없이 아침에 잘 수밖에 없는 상황이 됐다.
Like you said, the grind don't stop.
Never. All the chips are in.
형들을 보면 정말 고생이 많다.
Oh, I like how they gave us the little Hyung means.
6시나 7시쯤에 들어와서
For the people who don't know.
정말 대단한 것 같다. 고생이 많습니다. 이제 식단도 하고 있고, 식단도 하고 있고.
But why?
이번 주 들어서 이제 자켓 사진, 자켓 앨범 사진을 대비해서 이제 프로필 사진 같은 걸 찍는데.
Okay, that's a look. That's a look.
괜찮은 것 같아요.
Okay.
저는 슈가 씨의 사진이 제일 마음에 들어요.
당연히 전정국이죠.
Yeah.
이 사람이 제일 잘 나온 것 같아요. 누군지 모르겠는데 아우 잘생겼어.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that's cool. They're having fun. Yeah.
일단 전 아니에요. 최초로 양심적인 이제 진영이 슈가나 지민이 잘 나왔어. 지민이 안 나왔어.
Okay. Looks like he's being the most honest about it.
빨리 찍고 할 말이 있는데 오늘은 우리 팀의 특징에 대해서 일단 우리 팀의 리더 포스가
Yeah, he does have good charisma. Honestly, from seeing him speak.
네, 우리 팀 리더 인기가 많아서 귀여운 면도 엄청 많다는 사실. 그리고 하고자 하는 게 있으면 꼭 해야 돼서 정말 멋있는 형인 것 같다. 그다음 슈가 형. 우리 슈가 형은 옆집 동네
the neighborhood kid.
장난기가 너무 많고. 연습 연습실에서 막 연습하는 거 보면 진짜
Damn, okay, buddy.
다른 사람 같아. 그리고 막내.
Jungkook.
귀엽다. 하는지도 어벙벙. 말하는 것도 어벙벙.
Dude, he looks so innocent in this.
I know.
귀엽다고 하면 다 이상하게 생각할 것 같다. 아무튼 귀엽다. 그리고 우리 팀 마태형, 지인 형보다 알다시피 우리 팀 비주얼이라서 잘생겼다. 그래서 가끔 부럽다.
Yep.
그리고 우리 팀의 제이홉 형 로고 찍을 때
Okay, yeah, I get what it is. That's a little bit. Okay, buddy. Okay.
그래도 우리 팀의 엄마 같은 존재다. 춤도 잘 추고 춤 잘 추는 엄마? 그런 느낌?
A mother that dances well. Okay.
그리고
And then the last one. Yep.
우리 팀의 매력을 한몫하는 것 같다. 그렇지 않는가?
Bruh.
친구들이 그랬는데 다 특이하고 귀여운 것 같아. 나만 그렇게 생각하는가? 일단 이거 말한 건 비밀이고.
Yeah, keep it a secret. Our little secret.
25일 지민의 일지 끝.
정말 시기가 다가오고 있다는 걸 좀 몸소 좀
I can only imagine.
내일부터는 정말 지금 폭풍 전야인 것 같다. 내일부터는 진짜 뭔가 각오가 돼서 왔다. 열심히 달리고 하면 안 될 것도 없을 것 같다는 생각이다. 파이팅 하자. 이제 끝.
We are bulletproof. We are bulletproof.
You're doing this hours and hours and hours. Yep.
있는데 댄스 8시간에 끝나고 바로 녹음.
Also, it just kind of gets repetitive too, right? It's just like.
Oh yeah.
3년 동안 연습.
If you don't love the grind, it can be very daunting.
땀이 흐려 있는 그런 곡이 아닌가 싶습니다.
뭔가 좀 되게 친구들 다 대학 가고 캠퍼스 가서 이제 뭐 연애도 하고 뭐 그런 거 보면 듣고 보면.
Yeah, because they don't get to experience that.
그렇지. 하지만 우린 데뷔를 할 거니까. 그래, 그렇지. 모든 사람이 또.
That's a good way to look at it. They're doing that, we're jealous now, but in 5 years they'll be jealous of us. I like that.
안 힘듭니다.
요즘은 너무 아프다. 힘들고 아프고 지치고 피곤하고.
I tried to quit the team because of just dance, you know. It was exhausting me.
Damn, RM really hated dancing. Wow.
지옥이었어. 너무 힘들었어요. 생각만 끔찍해.
We are BULLETPROOF 파트 2 안무에 개인 안무에서 무릎을 찍으면서 그런 동작이 있는데 바닥에 무릎을 찍다 보니까 허벅지 쪽이 살짝 부상이 있어가지고 허벅지에 피를 뽑은 적이 있어요.
Oh God.
Hey, you bleed for this. You bleed for this.
응원 메시지 많이 보내 주세요. 그러나 다 보고 확인하고 있으니까
힘이 듭니다.
진짜 힘이 되고 진짜.
파이팅!
시작이구나. 그래, 화이팅 해야지.
열심히 준비했고 정말 우리들의 이야기로 만든 음악들이다. 추월 거짓도 없고 가사도 정말 중점적으로 잘 들어봐 주시면 좋겠고 퍼포먼스도 기대해 주셨으면 좋겠다. 화이팅이다. 모두들 바쁘게 살자. 방탄소년단 화이팅.
2023년 5월 17일 방탄의 로그!
사실 이제 이 로그를 끝으로 이제 저희가 데뷔 전까지는 로고가 없을 것 같습니다.
아쉽네요. 다음에 또 만나.
때 이제는 우리가 헤어져야 할 시간 다음에 또 만나.
아 그건 제 역할이라니까.
해줘. 사랑해요 여러분. 2013년 5월 17일 방탄의 로그 여기서 끝. 안녕.
Oh, all right. Next time, the trailer.
안녕하세요. V입니다.
V, yeah.
멤버들이랑 같이 생활했다.
너는 뭐 네가 잘했는데 다른 사람 다 틀렸다 생각하는 네가 아직도?
So the beginning is chapter 2, I guess. Chapter 1 was the rise, right?
스케줄상
Oh, we are bulletproof. It's chapter 1.
Yeah.
담지 못했다. 난 나에게 생일 케이크를 바치고 싶다.
Oh.
Oh, say happy birthday, bum bum bum. That's a nice looking cake. Okay.
Oh, everyone's gushing.
Damn, they're just performing this outside.
Right.
Hey.
Shout out to Adobe Premiere. Oh, what? This original Young, Wild, and Free.
Yeah.
It'll be young. All right. Okay,
Hey.
yeah. Strong episode 1, right? Out of this fan-made documentary.
I know I said it in the beginning, but like I gotta say it again. The fan, the army, man. The ability to put this together and then like kind of like show people who aren't or who weren't at the time, right? And now people who are coming in later can kind of go through the same journey that the people at the time made it, when they made it, were going through. Is kind of cool, and it just shows like the kind of fans the army are, right? And just how they kind of transcend like the whole entire group as a whole, almost, right? Like the army is its own entity, as we've come to realize, which is cool to see. And yeah, like you said, kind of good way to start, kind of like expanded upon on things we already knew, and then also showed us some new things, right?
Right.
I think the thing.
This is like the chronological journey, right, from them at least. And it's
like
cool. It's super cool that they actually like had like the captain's vlog type of things to track the progress, right? And then now it's like once you actually view it years down the road, you know, you get all the homies together like from your bands, and then you sit down and you watch all that stuff, right? It's like, ooh.
Literally gonna bring that up. I was like, one of the two of my biggest takeaways, just like fresh after watching it, was what you just mentioned. It's just like, I wonder, they were kind of like video diaries, not only to the fans, but I feel like also to themselves, right? It's like, I'm gonna look back at this in 5 years and see how far I've come, right? This is like kind of like my own motivation too. And like you said, I wonder if they do go back and watch it together, like kind of like we saw when we watched the Blackpink doc, when they watched it together, right? Like I wonder if all those 7 of those guys go back and sit down and be like, you remember, oh, do we watch these? And it's cool, like when they watch it too, I like our fans kind of put a compilation of all our stuff together.
Are they gonna watch like the fan one where just like, wow, dude, the army made this? Like, oh,
I want to be surprised.
Our army made this? Like,
because they love their fans, as we saw in the original thing we watched, right? So I wouldn't be surprised. Even at the end of this, we saw them performing, it looked like in a park, right? Just kind of spontaneously for all we know. But yeah, that was one of the things. The second thing was just, like, I already knew this, but just kind of seeing it reinforces it. It's just, this was not overnight, right? All the work that they put in, all the hours, day after day after day after day, and they didn't know if they were going to succeed, right? And this is anything in life, to be honest. And obviously,
you never know what project, quote unquote, you're doing, or /career / whatever you want to call it, is gonna work at the end of the day, right?
Yeah,
so it's like they went all in on it, and
like that thing we say on our channel, for the people who know, it's like all the chips are in.
All the chips are in, right? And obviously something happened, right? Something good happened. So it worked.
Yeah. Something they could never have imagined, even in their wildest dreams, right? Like
Exactly.
they obviously thought they would be successful, but nothing to the magnitude that they ended up being successful, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, like you said, it's cool to see, and just all the hard work. It is cool when like you see a group of people or just an individual person, right, put in the hours day in and day out, not knowing if it's going to succeed, be passionate about it, and then their hard work pays off. That is cool to see.
I know. It's like, it's tough, right? Because there are always those success stories of the people who go 100% in on one thing, right? And then it turns out to be like really good, and then they change the world and stuff. It's just like, personally, at least, it's tough. I always have like the backup plan, right? When something doesn't always work out, it's just like, oh, I turned something that I was doing on the side into something else, you know? I always am the advocate of always having something on the backup, because if you put all your eggs in one basket and something falters, right? It's just like, well, you're gonna get so crushed, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's why you always have that thing on the side to always like kind of like rebound you in a sense. But it's for these stories, for the ones that are just like 100% in, and then something great came out of it, it's definitely like admirable and stuff. So.
No, for sure. And it is cool that like when you also have a group versus an individual when you're going through these experiences, right? It helps kind of like having multiple people go through it. Like when we saw in the beginning when they were kind of staying together and they had their, who they called their auntie, right? What was her name? Kang. Oh, my notes are all over the place now.
The one who ran the restaurant, right?
Yeah, the Kang Sunju, I think. I'd written down her name, but it's kind of like by scribble, I couldn't read. But yeah, it's kind of like there's a kind of like a brotherly feeling, right? They're just building these bonds, because when you stay with somebody versus like when you meet up and like kind of like practice and rehearse, it's completely different, right? Like 100% like the boot campish vibe. It just builds this bond that you can't really get anywhere else. And like that is cool that they were able to build that bond, and that there was no like they probably fight, like even like brothers fight, right? That shit happens. But
that
no,
I feel like is just inevitable, and not every single journey is always like high and dandy. You're always going to clash with someone.
There'll be up and down.
The people who say it's not true, I think they're wrong.
But there's nothing like, it's like when you fight with a brother one day and then the next day you're like, yeah, we're cool.
No,
right?
I mean, because arguing at the end of the day, like you're gonna have your differences in the side, but what it actually does when you is like the reconcile at the end. It's like it builds trust and it builds stronger bonds, right? So it's like, for the people who say, oh, everything's perfect all the time, it's really not.
No,
if you say that you don't fight, you're lying.
Yeah, I would say like a healthy relationship is gonna have up and downs, right? So like
there's always gonna be disagreements and everything. So it's like you shouldn't really you can't really sugarcoat everything, because it's always gonna be like something bad does happen and everything. So
yeah, well, it doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but like you said, just disagreements, right? Like it's just at the end of the day, and then like if your bond is strong, you'll make it through and continue. And all those 7 seem like they have a very strong bond, right? And that's cool to see. And I like kind of seeing how they interact, because it seems like they just mess around a lot, have fun, because you got to do that when you are grinding every day. Having some levity does make the process more enjoyable. So,
and we once again see the harsh reality of what it takes to be an idol. You know,
that too.
I actually kind of want, because now this is like we've seen groups, right? I just want to see the struggle of a soloist.
That's true. It's probably completely different.
Completely different, right? Because you don't have you don't have like the group mentality thing. It's just you, right? So it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, what is your path to success? What is your obstacle?
Good point. Yeah. And who's your support group? Also, like,
because you're by yourself, right? So it's just like you, and then you have your agency, right? Or your manager or something. But
true. And like those people might not even have the best interest. They just kind of look like.
They're just there to
with your group, they could be trying to support you, right?
This is a
interesting
$3.4 billion
yes
realm. So
at the end of the day, that's the loudest thing. Money. That is literally the loudest voice in the room. Like that's the phrase. Like money is the thing that speaks the loudest. So things will kind of gravitate towards that. But yeah, great kind of introduction episode. Like we said, we're gonna try to get a few of these out a week. let us know in the comments about any songs, because we're going to try to like add songs in as well, which songs you'd be interested in us in seeing. And yeah, that would do it for us. We appreciate the ARMY for showing out, or yeah, I guess, yeah, I've tried to phrase it, but there's no way to say the sentence without.
Thanks for coming by and watching the video.
We appreciate ARMY for coming out. Yeah, coming out to watch the video. But yeah, let us know in the comments, like I said, all those recommendations. Don't forget to drop that like. And like Harris mentioned in the beginning, we do have a Patreon, so if you want to see K-dramas, movies, there's polls there if you want to vote on stuff. We also, if you drop recommendations for songs or other K-pop stuff, we would get to the Patreon before the YouTube. So check all that out in the link down below. And yeah, anything you want to wrap up?
Nope, that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching episode 1 of The Rise of Bangtan. Be sure you like the video, subscribe, join the Patreon, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Peace.